Our 10-year marriage with Helen seemed like a fairy tale until that one event that shattered everything. It all began at a lavish party hosted at her boss John Miller's mansion, a night that marked the beginning of my life falling apart. Helen, radiant and charming as ever, couldn't have known that her smiles and laughter would soon become the cause of our downfall. I noticed John getting closer to her, their conversations growing longer, their meetings more frequent. Something felt off when Helen started coming home late. Her demeanor changed, a subtle shift that sparked my suspicions. The first suspicious text on her phone, swiftly deleted, only fueled my growing doubts. Our once loving gazes now held suspicion and coldness. The tension at home became unbearable as I began to realize my beloved wife was betraying me with a man promising her a better life. Helen was no longer the woman I married 10 years ago, the woman I held in my arms on our wedding day. After tearful confrontations and sleepless nights, I made the decision. I filed for divorce, convinced she had lost everything she once held dear: my love, our shared dreams, and our trust. Now, as Helen pursues what she chooses, I hope she finds her happiness, though it will no longer be with me. My heart shattered, but I resolved to rebuild, leaning on the support of friends and family to piece my life back together. Learning to trust again became my newfound challenge, as I felt I had lost not just a wife, but a part of myself. This tale has taught me much about love, loyalty, and how actions can unravel even the strongest bonds. The aftermath of filing for divorce was a tumultuous whirlwind of emotions and logistics. Once the papers were filed, reality hit hard. I had to confront the practicalities of splitting our lives apart. Sorting through shared belongings felt like dismantling a life I had meticulously built with Helen. Each item held memories, some now tainted by betrayal. Legal consultations became a regular part of my routine, navigating the complexities of divorce proceedings with a mix of resignation and determination. Explaining the situation to friends and family was another challenge altogether. Their shocked reactions mirrored my own disbelief at how quickly everything had unraveled. Facing Helen in court brought a strange mix of anger and sorrow. Seeing her across the room, once my partner, now a stranger in the eyes of the law, was surreal and heartbreaking. Amidst the legal battles and emotional turmoil, I sought solace in routines that once brought comfort. Jogging in the early morning, the rhythm of my footsteps providing a temporary escape from the chaos. Sleep became a luxury, my mind replaying scenes of our life together, searching for clues I might have missed, trying to understand where it all went wrong. Through it all, I clung to the hope that someday the pain would dull, that I could rebuild a life that didn't hinge on betrayal and heartache. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, I began to find moments of peace amidst the storm. Time, they say, heals all wounds. But for now, I was learning to navigate a new reality, one where trust was fragile, and love, a distant memory. This chapter of my life, defined by loss and resilience, was teaching me lessons about forgiveness, both for Helen and for myself. As the dust settled from the divorce proceedings, I embarked on a journey of self-discovery and healing. The first step was reclaiming my space, a daunting task in the home that once echoed with our shared laughter and love. Rearranging furniture, redecorating walls, anything to erase traces of a life now fractured. Rediscovering hobbies became a lifeline. Photography, once a passion we shared, became my solitary retreat. Capturing moments of beauty in the world reminded me that there was still light beyond the darkness. Reconnecting with old friends and forging new friendships helped fill the void left by Helen's absence. Their unwavering support and understanding became pillars of strength during my darkest moments. Therapy became a crucial part of my healing process. Untangling emotions of betrayal, abandonment, and grief with the help of a compassionate therapist allowed me to confront painful truths and start the journey towards acceptance. Traveling became an escape, a way to distance myself from the familiar and embrace new experiences. Exploring distant lands offered a sense of freedom and possibility, reminding me that life was full of opportunities beyond the confines of my past. Volunteering at a local shelter became a source of purpose. Helping others in need provided a sense of fulfillment and gratitude, shifting my focus from personal pain to making a positive impact in the community. Slowly, I began to redefine happiness on my own terms, rediscovering what brought me joy Whether it was hiking in nature, reading a good book, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of solitude, became priorities in my journey of self-recovery. Through it all, scars of betrayal lingered, reminders of a love lost and a trust shattered. Yet with each passing day, I grew stronger, resilient in the face of adversity. This chapter of my life was not just about surviving heartbreak. It was about rediscovering my identity, reclaiming my happiness, and learning to love again, perhaps someday, with a heart renewed. After months of introspection and healing, I began to embrace the possibility of new beginnings. Acceptance was a gradual process, marked by moments of clarity and self-forgiveness. I learned to release the bitterness and resentment that had consumed me, understanding that holding on to anger only prolonged my own pain. Opening myself up to dating again felt like stepping into unfamiliar territory. Nervous yet hopeful, I cautiously explored the possibility of meeting someone who could appreciate the lessons I had learned and accept the scars I carried. Navigating relationships with newfound wisdom became a priority. Honesty and transparency were non-negotiables, as I vowed never to compromise my values or intuition again. Career aspirations that had been overshadowed by personal turmoil regained their significance. Focusing on professional growth became a source of empowerment, reminding me of my resilience and capability beyond the confines of my personal life. Reconnecting with family took on a deeper meaning. Strengthened by shared experiences of love and loss, we forged bonds of support and understanding that transcended the pain of the past. Setting new goals became a beacon of hope. Whether it was learning a new skill, traveling to a dream destination, or pursuing a long-held passion, each achievement reaffirmed my ability to shape a future filled with promise. Forging a sense of purpose beyond my own pain became a driving force. Advocating for causes close to my heart, supporting others who had experienced similar heartbreak, and finding ways to give back to the community became integral to my healing journey. As I reflected on the chapters of my life that had led me to this point, I realized that while the scars of betrayal would always be a part of me, they no longer defined me. Instead, they became symbols of resilience, reminders of my capacity to rise above adversity and embrace life's endless possibilities. Embracing new beginnings was not about erasing the past, but about honoring it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. With each step forward, I found myself more grounded, more grateful, and more hopeful for the future that lay ahead. Finding closure was a pivotal moment in my journey towards healing and embracing the future. Closure didn't come in a single moment, but rather through a series of realizations and actions. I began by accepting that closure wasn't about receiving apologies or explanations from Helen. It was about finding peace within myself. I allowed myself to grieve the loss of what I thought my marriage was, acknowledging the pain and disappointment without letting it define me. Through therapy and introspection, I learned to separate my self-worth from the actions of others, recognizing that Helen's choices were a reflection of her, not me. Writing letters that I never sent became a cathartic exercise. Pouring out my feelings on paper allowed me to express emotions I struggled to voice aloud, offering a sense of release and closure. Returning to places that held significance in our relationship was another step towards closure. Whether it was revisiting our favorite spots or exploring new ones alone, I reclaimed these memories as my own, untethered from the past. Forgiving Helen wasn't about excusing her actions, but about freeing myself from the burden of resentment. It was a process of understanding that holding on to anger only continued to hurt me, not her. Closure also meant setting boundaries with Helen, establishing clear lines of communication that focused on practical matters rather than rehashing old wounds. This allowed me to disengage emotionally and focus on my own healing, letting go of what could have been and accepting what became a mantra of sorts. I learned to appreciate the lessons learned from my marriage about love, trust, and resilience, while releasing the need for a different outcome. Embracing new beginnings with optimism and courage was the final step towards closure. I committed to living authentically, pursuing my passions, and nurturing meaningful connections that enriched my life. As I closed the chapter on my marriage with Helen, I felt a sense of peace and empowerment. I was no longer defined by the betrayal, but by how I chose to rise above it, forging a future filled with hope, resilience, and a renewed sense of self-worth. As I stood at the threshold of a new chapter in my life, I found myself looking ahead with a mixture of anticipation and reflection. Reflecting on my journey of healing, I realized how far I had come from the pain and heartbreak of betrayal. Each step forward, no matter how small, had contributed to my growth and resilience. Looking ahead meant embracing the uncertainty of the future with optimism and courage. I recognized that life was full of possibilities, and I was determined to seize them. Reconnecting with my passions became a priority. Whether it was reigniting old hobbies or exploring new interests, I allowed myself the freedom to pursue what brought me joy and fulfillment. Investing in self-care became non-negotiable. Nurturing my physical, emotional, and mental well-being allowed me to show up fully in every aspect of my life, from personal relationships to professional endeavors. Building meaningful connections became a cornerstone of my new beginning. I sought out friendships based on trust, mutual respect, and shared values, creating a supportive network of individuals who uplifted and inspired me. Setting new goals and aspirations provided a sense of purpose and direction. Whether it was advancing in my career, traveling to new destinations, or contributing to causes I believed in, each goal represented a step towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. Forging a new identity separate from my past became liberating. I embraced the opportunity to redefine myself on my own terms, guided by the lessons learned and the strength gained from overcoming adversity. Embracing love again, when the time was right, became a possibility I dared to consider. I remained open to the prospect of sharing my life with someone who valued honesty, loyalty, and genuine connection. As I looked ahead, I knew that challenges and setbacks were inevitable, but I was confident in my ability to navigate them with resilience and grace. Each day was an opportunity to cultivate gratitude, live authentically, and celebrate the beauty of second chances. With a renewed sense of purpose and determination, I stepped forward into the unknown, embracing the journey ahead with hope, courage, and a heart full of possibilities. As I reflect on the chapters of my life, I find myself writing the epilogue, a testament to the resilience and growth that followed the storm of betrayal. Life continued to unfold with its highs and lows, but I navigated them with a newfound sense of clarity and strength. The scars of betrayal no longer defined me, but served as reminders of the lessons learned and the strength discovered within. I found solace in the support of friends and family, who stood by me through the darkest moments. Their unwavering love and encouragement became pillars of strength, reinforcing my belief in the power of genuine connections. Professionally, I thrived, channeling my energy into meaningful work that aligned with my values and passions. Each achievement and milestone reaffirmed my capabilities and renewed my sense of purpose. Personally, I embraced life with gratitude and optimism, rediscovering joy in simple pleasures, whether it was a sunset stroll or a heartfelt conversation, reminded me of the beauty that existed beyond pain. I continued to prioritize self-care, recognizing its importance in maintaining balance and resilience. Mindfulness practices and regular exercise became integral parts of my daily routine, nurturing my well-being and inner peace. Love found its way back into my life when I least expected it. Meeting someone who shared my values and appreciated my journey filled my heart with hope and renewed faith in the possibility of a meaningful relationship. As I write this epilogue, I am filled with gratitude for the resilience that carried me through adversity and the growth that emerged from the ashes of betrayal. I am a testament to the fact that wounds heal, hearts mend, and life, despite its challenges, continues to offer opportunities for growth and happiness. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit renewed, I look forward to the future with optimism and excitement, knowing that the best chapters of my life are yet to be written. As I reflected on the journey that led me to this moment, I found myself contemplating the profound lessons about love and personal growth. Love, once a source of pain and betrayal, had transformed into a beacon of hope and renewal. I learned that true love begins with self-love, accepting myself fully, scars and all, and embracing the journey of healing and growth. Growth came in unexpected ways. I embraced vulnerability as a strength, allowing myself to open up to new connections and experiences without fear of past hurts. Each step forward was a testament to my resilience and capacity for change. Forgiveness, both for others and for myself, became a cornerstone of my journey. I understood that forgiveness was not about condoning past actions, but about releasing the power they held over me and reclaiming my inner peace. Navigating relationships with newfound wisdom became a priority. I approached love with a deeper understanding of boundaries, communication, and mutual respect, ensuring that my heart remained guarded, yet open to genuine connection. Honoring the past while embracing the future became a delicate balance. I cherished the memories of my marriage with Helen, the laughter, the shared dreams, and the moments of genuine happiness, while acknowledging that closure had allowed me to move forward with clarity and purpose. Looking ahead, I saw a future filled with possibilities. Whether it was continuing to pursue my passions, deepening meaningful relationships, or exploring new adventures, I embraced life with optimism and gratitude for the lessons learned along the way. In conclusion, my journey of love and growth was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Through the pain of betrayal emerged a stronger, wiser version of myself, ready to embrace the beauty and challenges that life had to offer. As I closed this chapter of my life, I carried with me the lessons of forgiveness, resilience, and the transformative power of love. With a heart open to new beginnings and a spirit fortified by adversity, I looked forward to writing the next chapter of my story with hope, courage, and a renewed sense of self. As I approached the final chapter of this transformative journey, I found myself immersed in a profound sense of gratitude and resilience. Gratitude became my guiding light, illuminating the path forward and reminding me of the blessings that had emerged from moments of adversity. I embraced each day with a heart full of appreciation for the lessons learned, the strength gained, and the unwavering support of loved ones who stood by me throughout my journey. Reflecting on the challenges I had faced, I recognized the resilience that had carried me through. I celebrated my ability to rise above setbacks, to find courage in moments of uncertainty, and to embrace change with a spirit of resilience and determination. Self-discovery became an ongoing journey. I continued to explore new facets of myself, discovering passions and talents that had been dormant amidst the turmoil of past experiences. Embracing authenticity and self-expression became a cornerstone of my renewed sense of identity. Connection with others took on a deeper meaning. I fostered relationships based on authenticity, empathy, and mutual respect, surrounding myself with individuals who uplifted and inspired me. Together, we shared laughter, tears, and moments of growth that strengthened the bonds of friendship and community. Living in the present moment became a daily practice. I savored simple pleasures: a warm cup of coffee, a gentle breeze, the laughter of children, finding joy in the beauty of everyday life that had once seemed overshadowed by pain. Looking forward with hope and optimism, I embraced the unknown with a sense of adventure. I set new goals and aspirations, trusting in my ability to manifest dreams into reality and to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. In conclusion, this final chapter symbolized a culmination of healing, growth, and personal transformation. As I closed the book on this chapter of my life, I carried forward the lessons of gratitude, resilience, and the enduring power of love. With a heart full of gratitude for the past, a spirit fortified by resilience, and a renewed sense of purpose, I stepped boldly into the future, eager to embrace the endless possibilities that awaited on the horizon. In the final chapter of my journey, I reflect on the profound significance of closure and its transformative impact on my life. Closure, elusive yet essential, allowed me to release the weight of past grievances and embrace a future untethered by resentment. It was not a single moment but a gradual process of acceptance, forgiveness, and letting go. I found closure in acknowledging the truth of what had transpired, confronting painful realities with courage and honesty. By facing the truth head-on, I reclaimed my sense of self-worth and integrity. Writing letters that I never sent became a therapeutic outlet, allowing me to express raw emotions and find catharsis in releasing pent-up feelings. Each word penned on paper became a step towards emotional freedom. Returning to places imbued with memories of my past life with Helen, I confronted nostalgia with newfound perspective. I reclaimed these spaces as my own, honoring the cherished moments while acknowledging that closure allowed me to forge a new path forward. Forgiveness, both for Helen and for myself, became a cornerstone of closure. I understood that forgiveness was not about excusing her actions, but about freeing myself from the chains of bitterness and resentment. It was a gift I gave myself, reclaiming my inner peace and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries with Helen was crucial in achieving closure. I established clear lines of communication, focused on practical matters, ensuring that I could disengage emotionally while maintaining civility and respect. Closure empowered me to redefine my identity and reclaim my narrative. I embraced the lessons learned from my marriage about love, trust, and resilience, while acknowledging that closure allowed me to step into a future filled with possibility. Looking ahead, I carried with me the lessons of closure, of acceptance, forgiveness, and emotional liberation. With a heart at peace and a spirit fortified by resilience, I embarked on the next chapter of my life with optimism, courage, and a renewed sense of self. In conclusion, closure was not just an endpoint, but a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. It taught me the power of letting go and the profound impact of reclaiming my own story. As I close this final chapter, I embrace the beauty of new beginnings and the endless possibilities that awaited on the horizon. This story taught me many lessons about love, loyalty, and how actions can alter even the strongest bonds.